Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Songbirds Creations, Crochet and More. My name is Margaret, and I'd like to welcome you into the Songbird's Nest. Welcome in Lana and Linda and Lisa. We got the L's going on this morning. How are you guys doing? I am cold is how I'm doing. It is 10 degrees here. So, yeah, it's pretty dang chilly. But I do have a nice, fresh, hot cup of coffee, so I'll survive it. First sip of my first cup. Good morning, Tank. How are you today? Good morning, Amber. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. The sweater you made your son is so cute. Even if it is a little small, you could tell from the smile on his face that he just loved it. So don't feel bad about construction and all that. You did a great job. If it made him happy, that's what counts. Second cup of coffee? Yeah. Well, by the time I'm done with mine, with my first one, it'll be like I've had two. Good morning, Helix. Lexi, how are you today? Welcome in. Good morning, Arity. Welcome in. Thanks for popping in, you guys. Oh, sunshine. Yeah, we need a whole lot of that. Like really hot sunshine. Warm it up. Well, Helix, don't feel bad because I just woke up not too long ago too. So, yeah, I've been up long enough just to make a pot of coffee and get out here and turn on my computer. So, well, Amber, I'm only coming from what I can see, and for one, it didn't fit him too badly. You could maybe still add a ribbing on the bottom of his sleeves and the bottom of the sweater if you wanted it to be a little longer, but I mean, I think it looked great. And like I said, he was a happy kid, so that's the big thing. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, Tina. Welcome in. Nice to see you here. So Lana and I were talking yesterday morning before my live, and I was saying that I really didn't want to get up out of my nice warm bed. And so I have decided that once I get my room changed around, one of these days I am going to do a Waking Up with Songbird live stream and do it from my bed. And then I also thought about doing a PJ party and doing a nighttime live. I think that might be kind of fun. Good morning, Beth. Welcome in. Oh, goodness, I've got the yawns. My coffee needs to start taking effect quickly. You think it'd be great? I think it'd be fun. be different. Oh no, we all got pounced. She did a group pouncing. Good morning, Twinny. Good to see you. Sorry, Tank. It's just happening. I don't have a whole lot of control over it. Good morning, Julianne. How are you this morning? Might just be because I'm cold and I haven't had enough coffee yet. What kind of neckline did you put on it? Did you just do a boat neck, so it's like straight across on both sides? Because what I was thinking is, have you ever seen the sweaters that have the boat neck and they have a ribbing, just like maybe a 1-inch ribbing on either side, and they crisscross at the shoulders rather than being sewn together? They just crisscross them. It's kind of cool. Okay, I'll work something up so that I can show you what I'm talking about. I'll take a picture and send it to you. I'll hit you up on Discord and send you a picture of what I'm talking about. Thank you for reminding everybody, Tank. It's appreciated. Good morning, baby. Welcome in. Glad to see you here. So you guys, I don't have anything real exciting to talk about today. Nothing much happened yesterday. Was my usual quiet day. Good morning, Melissa G. Welcome in. Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot other than crochet yesterday. Made the fish tacos for dinner. They were good. They were really good. I could eat those again. But today I'm making the kofta, which is what I had the hubby get the Greek yogurts for, so I can make tzatziki sauce. That way we can have them as a wrap. So, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't had fish tacos in a while either, baby, so they were really good. I just kind of pan fried the fish till it was a little crispy on the outside, and chopped up some tomato. I didn't have any lettuce, but I had part of a head of Chinese cabbage left from when I made egg rolls. So I just sliced that up really thin, and we used that in the place of lettuce, and it was really good. Shrimp quesadilla. Oh, that does sound good. I like quesadillas. In fact, I may have a quesadilla. I may have an egg and cheese quesadilla when I get done with the live today, because I haven't had breakfast yet. I don't eat breakfast right away when I get up. For some reason, my stomach just isn't usually ready for food until I've had usually my first cup of coffee. So by the time I get off of here, though, and I've had my coffee, you live in Florida and you don't like seafood. Now that's kind of crazy, Melissa. All right. Well, Amber, not a problem. You can always watch later. And like I said, be watching Discord for the picture I'm going to send you. Yeah, shrimp quesadillas does sound good. I'll be over, baby. Shrimp egg rolls? Yeah, I like shrimp egg rolls. When I made egg rolls, I made chicken egg rolls. I had some ground chicken and I threw those together with the bean sprouts and the Chinese cabbage, and they were yummy. I have a big, heavy, I mean heavy cast iron wok that is great for deep frying in. So I bought a bottle of peanut oil and deep fried my egg rolls and my crab rangoon in the wok. It turned out yummy. In fact, we had it. We had egg rolls and crab rangoon for 2 days. Yeah, well, it's not much different than here, baby. We're supposed to get snow again today, too. So I'm over winter. I'm ready for it to go away. And now I do like cheese, don't like bacon. I can't even stand the smell of bacon anymore. Really grosses me out. Beef and broccoli stir fry. Ooh, that sounds really good. That does sound really good. Bubba Gump. Good morning, Karen. Good to see you. Been missing you. Well, you know, Lana, everybody's a little strange. I find everybody has their own thing that they're strange about. Nothing wrong with being strange. In fact, I think being strange is a good thing. Somebody tells me I'm strange, I tell them, thank you. I know it, isn't it great? Quirks, exactly, Tank. Quirks. If we were all the same, wouldn't this world be a horribly boring place? I mean, it would just, if we were all just vanilla, it would be so boring. Well, I'm sorry, Karen. I know how having a messed up sleep schedule can be. Mine, mine lately has been pretty good, knock on wood. If I had some wood near me. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that I love about this community is that with there being so many of us and we're from so many diverse places and backgrounds and, you know, beliefs and likes and dislikes and skill levels and everything. And we all come together here and we all get along good and we can all talk about, you know, the things we love, the things we don't love. And yes, Tank, you're right. It already is scary. Yes. But we just need to kind of overlook that and enjoy our lives the best we can. We can't live being afraid, because that's no kind of life. Peanut butter sandwiches with jelly. Karen, that's not really that weird. My mom used to make what she called goulash, which was basically just macaroni and hamburger and tomato sauce, spiced up. And I used to love to eat a piece of bread with peanut butter with my goulash. So, yeah, it's not that weird. At least I don't think it's that weird. See, so it's a kid thing. It's a comfort food. I get it. It's funny how some of the foods that we ate as kids stick with us when we're adults. Like, I love cinnamon toast. And another thing I really love is having toast with lots of butter and just sugar on the top of it. And I know there's a name for it, but I don't happen to know it. But I like toast that way, with just butter and sugar. And it's, of course, horrible for you, but broccoli cheese soup and a ham sandwich, that would be good. I don't eat pork of any kind, so ham is definitely out of my wheelhouse, but I can see where that that would be a good combination, especially if you dunked your sandwich into your soup. That would be pretty yummy. Toast with strawberry jelly and a cup of hot chocolate. Now that's a nice combination, Harity. That sounds really yummy. Yes, I agree. Cinnamon toast is pretty yummy. Good morning, Jay. You're crocheting on a blanket. Cool. I worked on my Stitcherhood blanket. I've got a little bit of a scratchy voice this morning. Worked on my Stitcherhood blanket till pretty late last night. That's one reason I didn't want to get right out of bed first thing this morning. My alarm went off at 8, and I reset it to wake me up at 8:45. So I was a little later getting up than what I normally. I don't think it sounds gross, but it definitely is a little bit different, Julianne. Doritos and a peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, that's a little different. Now I like potato chips on tuna fish sandwiches. That was always something I did. Although, and I've been hungry for them lately, I like to make tuna fish barbecues. So I basically just make up some barbecue sauce and drain a can of tuna and throw it in with it and heat it up and have it as a sandwich. I love it. Yeah, potato chips on bologna sandwiches is good too. I agree. That's fries with vanilla ice cream. Yeah. Well, that's a thing, getting a Wendy's Frosty and French fries and dipping your fries in your Frosty. Yeah, a lot of people love doing that. Since I don't do a lot of fast food, I haven't had Wendy's in years. Doritos on a ham sandwich. That would probably be good. Fried egg salad sandwich on sourdough bread. Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. I love sourdough bread. I can eat pretty much any kind of sandwich on sourdough bread and be happy. I can eat just sourdough bread and be happy. Yep, I love dippy eggs. Definitely. Yep, dippy eggs are the best. And you know, my husband doesn't eat eggs like that. When he eats a fried egg, he wants his yolk fried hard. And I just think it's so gross. That is one thing I do think is gross, is eating an egg that fried the heck out of it and ruined the yolk. Oh, I have been to a fast food restaurant more recently than that. I just don't go very often. And I can't even remember. I think the last fast food restaurant I went to probably was Burger King or Arby's. Maybe Arby's. And if I go to either one of those, I always have to bring Icy something or get Icy something if he's in the car with me. He especially loves if we go to Arby's and he gets a little roast beef sandwich. He's a happy doggy. He's been over here looking at me wanting treats. And unfortunately, we're pretty much out of his treats that I give him in the morning. I'll have to make him some. I've got a can of pumpkin in the pantry. I should make him up some pumpkin and peanut butter treats. And my hubby will eat them too. That was the funniest thing. So I found this recipe for pumpkin and peanut butter dog treats, and you make them with oat flour rather than wheat flour because they don't need the gluten. And you bake them till they're hard, like dog biscuits. Well, and I bought a cookie cutter that is in the shape of a bone. So I made a bunch of dog biscuit bones for him. And I go out in the kitchen one day and my hubby is getting into the container and eating his dog biscuits. And I said, you know, those are for the dog? And he's like, yeah, so they're good. So the next time you heard biscuits, not today, not now, later on. And I mean, you know, they're human grade because there's nothing in them that a human can't have. I mean, I didn't put any weird kind of dog vitamins or anything like that in it. I mean, it was basically just pumpkin, peanut butter, and oat flour. So basically, it's like kind of like a cracker, but it was just funny. I was like, didn't you notice that they're bone shaped? He's like, yeah. So, yeah. So the next batch I made a double batch, and I cut some in rectangles for him, and dog bones for the dog. I am sorry that you do not have an oven, Lana. That would be one thing that would be extremely difficult for me to live without. I use my oven for a whole lot of stuff. What kind of air fryer do you have? Do you have one with the basket that goes into it, or do you have one with the door and shelves in it? Because my air fryer is also a convection oven, so I've baked like little mini muffins in it. Yes, my hubby is hilarious. He definitely keeps me going. I see. Quit chewing. He's chewed a bare spot on his hind end. I see. Stop the chewing. You know better. You know better. Don't look at me. Give me them eyes. Yeah. I see. Hey, hey, hey. That's enough. You're just argumentative this morning. Yeah, I mean, if you can bake in it, you could definitely bake biscuits in it. Does it have it to where you can set the temperature? Well, Julianne, it's not that he wants more, he just wants some because we're basically out until grocery day. So he has no treats at the moment. Later on today, though, I'm going to be cooking lamb, and I'm going to be, well, it'll be lamb mixed with beef. So I will definitely make him a little kofta together before I put all the spices in so that he can have some of the meat. So he'll be happy later on. Oh, Mila's 7th birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Mila. Icy's birthday is in the fall. I think he's a Scorpio dog, which would explain a lot. He's over here giving me the judgy face now. He's real good at judgy face with those blue eyes of his. He just can stare and make you feel really uncomfortable. Yes, Icy is a good boy, I will have to say. Other than chewing on his butt till he has a big bare spot. Right above his tail. He's got all the hair chewed off. I've got to get him some more. I bought him some doggy treats that are like an anti-itch thing. They're all natural, but they're an anti-itch. And I think they helped, apparently, because now that he doesn't have them, he's back to chewing at himself. So I need to hurry up and order him some. ACV, hey, you know what? I've got some. I've got the Brags. I'll put him some in his water. Thank you, Tank. That was a good idea. Actually, I do also sometimes put that in when I'm making his dog treats. That can help with making them so that they have a little bit of nutritional value other than being a treat. Yeah, I don't do well with drinking apple cider vinegar. I did get some apple cider vinegar gummies. I was able to take those pretty well, but my stomach just acts too stupid when I try to drink apple cider vinegar and water. Let's put it this way. My stomach is so stupid that just drinking plain water will give me heartburn. So putting apple cider vinegar in it definitely is not helping. So I have tried it. I mean, I don't mind the flavor or anything, but I do mind what it does to me. I have enough things that give me stomach trouble without adding that into the works. Yeah, I have, when I don't have my antacid, I will do baking soda and water. But what I have found is D-limonene. You can use it because I have acid reflux, and apparently D-limonene helps with regulating the muscle from your stomach up to your esophagus, helps it close tighter so that the acid can't get up your throat like that. And I have found if I take one of those a day, it really, really helps. D-limonene. Let me show you. If I could type. Oh, yeah, that would definitely. Well, my doctor said I was just on the verge of a hiatal hernia, but not enough to. Good morning, Zach. Welcome in. How cold is it up at your house this morning? I have 10 degrees. But yeah, I buy my D-limonene on Amazon, and it works really, really well. It's kind of funny. So years ago, I saw an ad for this pill called Orange Burps. And I thought it was hilarious, but I listened to the commercial and they were talking about how it helps, with stomach acid problems. So I thought, well, I'll check that out. Well, I checked the price on them and they were very expensive. So I was like, so I looked at the ingredients and saw that it was D-limonene. So I just looked up the main ingredient on Amazon, and sure enough, I found D-limonene for half the price. Of course, it was also half the strength because the pills that they were selling, they were capsules like oil because it's basically orange oil. The capsules that they were selling were 1,000 milligram, and the ones that I get are only 500. So I ordered some, and when I got them, I thought, well, they say, you know, their pills are 1,000 milligrams, so that must be the dosage that works. So I took 1,000 milligrams, and some of you have probably heard this story before, but I took one of the capsules, and about an hour later, my stomach hurt so bad. It was not even funny. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, that was a big mistake taking that. I won't be able to take these things. So I let a couple of days go by, and of course, you know, my stomach was acting up as usual. And so I decided I'm going to try taking just one rather than two. So I took one, and that worked. So from now on, I just take one. -5. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. That is too cold. Well, I'll tell you, it was cold enough this morning that Icy didn't even want to stay outside and play. Normally, I let him out in the morning. He has to do his business and then do his zoomies around the yard for a while. Well, he didn't even want to be out there. As soon as I went to the back door, he was there waiting for me to let him in. At least once in a while, he has a little sense. -22 Celsius. Oh, God. I hope you don't have to go out anywhere today. Yeah, Lana, I think all of us would look like that if we went out in that weather. 28, yeah, 28 would seem warm after what we've got. That's right, Karen. If it's too cold for a husky, it's too cold for anybody. For sure. Oh, Marianne, I hope you're bundled up and keeping warm. You got a good warm cup of coffee, I hope. '79 later. Oh, I would love to have 79 degrees again. So ready for spring. I've got to get seeds ordered soon. Get my seed starting area set up. Yeah, bring it on is right. High of 51. Even a high of 51 would seem wonderful. An electric throw, that would be the thing, definitely. My hubby's over here making fun of me. He's standing over there acting like he's crocheting. My house is not super drafty. but I do notice that my windows bleed a little cold air. Normally, I cover them over with plastic, but I didn't get to do that this year. Goofy. Yeah, he is goofy. He acts like about 12 years old most days. Our cold spot in our house, well, our basement is cold, but um, my my mud room is built on a cement slab. I'm pretty sure that was added onto the house later on in its life. And so that cement floor gets so cold. No, Lana, I have suggested to him trying to crochet. He's not interested. Yeah, our basement is bitter cold. So that's one reason I'm glad not to be down there doing my YouTube stuff during the winter, because it's way cold. Only one window. Wow, I don't think I would enjoy only having one window. Of course, your place is pretty small, so I guess one window is probably enough. I have 4 windows in this room. I've got 2 that face the front, the street, and then one, my picture window faces the side of the house. Now, why they did it that way, I'm not sure. I mean, who knows, back in 1925. But it used to be that when we had neighbors next door, they would leave their lights on all night in their living room, and it would shine through that picture window straight in to the front bedroom, and it would keep my mom awake. So I got a big blackout curtain and put it up at that window behind the shears, and so it basically just stays closed all the time. And it's kind of good because that's such a big window that it really does leak some cold. So having the big lined heavy blackout curtain up there helps a lot to keep out the cold. Oh, okay, that makes sense, Tank. All right, Lana, we'll be here. Taking Icy out was one of the very first things well, in fact, it was the very first thing I did this morning. Got up, took him out, and started getting things ready to make coffee. And went and let him back in. It's so funny because he doesn't go to Shokri and Bark to go out. He always comes to me. And if he comes in and he makes noise and I don't respond to him, he'll come up and poke me in the butt with his nose until I wake up and get up and let him out. He's a very demanding doggy. But I guess I'm glad that he does, because he's only ever had a very few accidents in the house. And those were mainly when he wasn't feeling good. And once when we very first got him, he pottied once in the house. And that was the only time. And I think that was just, excitement, nerves. And after that, he's never peed in the house again. So he's a good boy. Whoever had him before us, I mean, when we first got him, he was a ball of energy, which Huskies are. They're known for that. He would, he would boing off the walls practically if he didn't get out and go for walks on a really regular basis. But he never got into food that he wasn't supposed to. He did, when we very first got him, there was some banana bread out on the kitchen table. And, hey, you can't fault him because that had to smell good. I mean, if it smelled good to us, I'm sure it smelled really good to him. And he loves bananas, so he did grab the banana bread off the kitchen table, but that's the only time he's ever grabbed food. And I think he learned soon enough living with us that he gets enough treats that he doesn't have to go grabbing food that's not really his. So that is very awesome, Tank. It's so sad that Tank's no longer with you. Yeah, cats are interesting. I used to have a cat, well, a few cats that loved baked goods. So when I baked anything, I had to put it away as fast as I could in sealed containers to keep the cats out, because they would, like if I had cookies cooling on the countertop, they'd get up and be walking around eating the cookies. One of the cats one day got up on top of the refrigerator and tore into a loaf of bread and ate down the center of the top of the bread, the whole loaf. Couldn't just be satisfied with taking one or two pieces and eating them. Had to eat the top of the whole entire loaf of bread. One of the cats we had ended up going upstairs to live with our upstairs neighbor at the time. His name was Bobby. And that cat was so spoiled. Bobby would be eating his supper, and that cat would literally go up and basically take whatever it wanted off of Bobby's plate. And Bobby would grumble and, threaten him, but in all reality, he wasn't that upset. We had a cat have a litter of kittens that all of the kittens were perfect except one. And when he came out, we really thought, oh my God, we've got something seriously bad going on here, because he came out He did not look like he had any hair. And his front legs were deformed. So apparently, best we can figure out is he didn't have enough room. Of course, the mother cat wasn't a huge cat. So, you know, chances are real good that there wasn't enough room inside the mom for all the kittens she had in there. And so his front legs were kind of folded up. So when he walked on the first joint of his legs. So whenever we could get him away from his mom, we would take him and work on him and stretch his legs out. And we got his legs stretched out enough to where he could use his paws a little bit more, but he still wasn't, you know, perfect. Good morning, Kimmy Joe. Wow, good to see you. It has been ages. So nice to see you here. So you say awe about him. So it turned out he did have hair. He had very, very pale, kind of blonde hair and blue eyes. He was an absolutely gorgeous cat as far as coloring. But he learned how to, he would get around just fine with those funky front legs, but that cat's back legs got so strong, and he could literally launch himself from the floor 6 feet up. Like you'd come in and find him hanging on the curtain in the living room, because he would launch himself from the floor up to into the window and hang on the curtains. That cat could jump like nobody's business. So yeah, he had a good life. In fact, he's the one that went to live with Bobby. So, and I think that's part of the reason Bobby spoiled him so bad, is that he was kind of semi-disabled kitty. Yes, we have missed you, Kimmy. It's so nice to see you. How are you doing these days? Hey, Sky. Wow, chat went very silent. I guess you guys are out of stuff to talk about too. So what is everybody working on today? And are you cooking anything special for supper? Yugo? What is Yugo? Is that a store or something? Oh, I'm sorry, Marianne. I hope you get feeling better. Ah, United Grocery Outlet. Okay. We don't have those here. We have, what do we have? We don't really have a grocery outlet. That sounds interesting. Take care, Marianne. I hope you get feeling better. Hope you maybe can get to sleep and escape some of that pain. Oh, cool, Julianne. I can't wait to see that thing finished. I bet it's going to be great. Yeah, Marianne, are you going to be able to get to a dentist? Where my hubby works at the college, they have a dental school, and they have a dental clinic that you can go to that, you know, of course, you have students working on you. So, you know, it's not like you'd want to go in and get an extraction, but they do cleanings and things like that. And it's a whole lot cheaper if you have to pay out of pocket. It's a whole lot cheaper than going to a regular dentist office. But it's kind of nice that they have that service available for people. I think a lot of the students at the school use the dental clinic over there. Oh, that sounds nice, Tank. Corner to corner gradient yarn. Nice. I am going to be getting some purple gradient yarn. And doing a blanket with that for the stitcher hood. I don't have an idea yet of a pattern, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that. But right now I'm doing a very multicolored blanket. I'm doing interlocking filet and doing a pattern that's called Moroccan, is it Moroccan lanterns, or it's Moroccan mosaic or something, but it's a really pretty pattern. And what's interesting is that it's reversible. So on one side of on the front, what I consider the front side of it, the mosaic design, the tile work design kind of goes up and down. On the other side of the blanket, it's really the exact same pattern, except they're going side to side. So it is a reversible blanket. Good morning, Cherry. Nice to see you. Thank you, Lana. That's nice of you. Lana, if you'd like to, you can go ahead and post her link so that anybody that wants to can go over and subscribe. All right, Melissa, well, you have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy church. I'm sure we will see you on the YouTube streets. Oh, goodness. Did my live connect back up? Just got a message that my connection was unstable. Okay. So yeah, it said I was offline, and then it said my connection was unstable. So good. Good. Although it is about time to say goodbye for the day. Let everybody go about their daily lives. So I am going to wish you all a wonderful Sunday, and thanks again for coming in and spending some time with me. I really appreciate you. If any of you have not subscribed to my channel, I do hope that you would do that for me. It is free, and it's a great way to support my channel. And I will be seeing you again soon. Hugs to everybody. Thank you, Tina. I love you all. And go out and spend the day doing what you love with the people you love. And I will see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.